Hello. I didn't see you there. My name's Daniel, and today we're going to cover 5 ways to change the rolling direction of your staff. So the first variation that we're going to cover to change the rolling direction of your Dragonstaff is one that I already covered in a tutorial called 5 Ways to Make Your Dragonstaff Fly. And basically, if you know this here, so if you know this move here, this 2-armed roll, you can use this move to toss the staff up and then either catch it still rolling away from you as it was when you tossed it, like so, or you can give the staff some momentum on one side to allow it to do a 1/2 turn in the air. That way when it returns to you, it's now rolling towards you. And that'll look something like this. Personally, I feel like this move looks a lot better if you take the arms up high, allow the Dragonstaff to roll down from your hands, down the arms, down the chest, and then bring the arms down to create a path for the staff and toss the staff up. And that ends up looking something like this. For some more details on that one, you can visit the tutorial I posted, 5 Ways to Make Your Dragon Fly. So this next way that we're going to cover to change the rolling direction of the staff is another one that I covered in a previous tutorial. I believe it was titled something like Kicks and Catches. And basically, for this move, we're going to let the staff travel down the leg and then kick the staff up. And again, we can either catch it with the staff still rolling away from us, or allow it to flip and we'll catch it with the staff rolling towards us. For the sake of keeping things simple in this tutorial, we're going to stick to just the right leg for this way to change the rolling direction of your staff. And if we want the staff to be rolling away from us when we catch it, as it was when we kicked it up, we're going to place the staff about anywhere from 6 to 10 inches to the right of the center point, somewhere about here, at the top of our thigh. And then as the staff travels down the leg, we're going to allow the contact point of the staff to travel from that 6 to 10 inches off to the right towards the center line. And then by the time the staff reaches our foot, hopefully the center line is at our foot and we'll kick up from there. This looks something like so. Now, if we want the staff to be rolling towards us when we catch it, we're going to start the contact point of the staff right at the top of the thigh again, but this time at the center point. And again, if we're talking about our right leg here, as the staff travels down our leg, we're going to allow the center point, or the point of contact I should say, to travel from the center to about 6 to 10 inches off to the left. And that'll look like this. And to get more details on that way to change the rolling direction of your staff, definitely recommend checking out the tutorial I put up, Kicks and Catches. It'll have better markings and go into a little better detail than I'm going into now. So this way to change the rolling direction of your staff, it's only halfway useful. This is a way to get the staff rolling away from you if you've caught it rolling towards you, and let's say you don't know a reverse chi roll with the staff rolling towards you, although I did put up a tutorial for that. If you don't know that at any point when you catch the staff and it's rolling towards you, you can just allow it to travel up the arms, duck the head, and then once the center point of the staff reaches the back of your neck, right at the top of the spine, I want to say it's called like C7. Once the center point reaches there, you can give the staff some momentum to come out one of the other arms, kind of like a cheating death type of move. So that would look something like so. And if you want the staff to travel down the right side, you're gonna give the left arm a little more momentum. If you want the center point of the staff to travel down the left side, or left arm I should say, you'll give it some momentum by slightly lifting the right arm. Essentially what happens here is once the center point reaches the back of the neck, the center point can either shift to going down the right arm or down the left arm. Just so you can see what that looks like. If we catch the staff in a situation where the staff is rolling towards us and we want to return the staff to rolling away from us, it looks something like this. So this way to change the rolling direction of your staff, I like to refer to as the pancake flip. Contact point of the staff is going to remain at the center for most of it. And basically what happens is, let's say we're in a chi roll, we can flip the center of the staff on top of either the wrist of the opposite arm or the top of the hand of the opposite arm. It looks something like this. And then we keep placing the other top of the hand, top of the wrist, underneath it. This can go either direction. With each half flip that you do with the staff, you're going to be changing the rolling direction. So if it's rolling away from you, you flip it one time, now it's rolling towards you. And vice versa, if it's rolling towards you, you can flip it one time, and now it's rolling away from you. The main times where the contact point will not be at the center of the staff is when you're coming in and out of the move. You kind of have to, there's no real elegant way I've found of doing it yet. You just kind of go from the center point to one end of the staff with either arm or both at the same time. And as long as you have contact going on at the center point or evenly on both sides, you're going to keep the staff level and keep it from falling. One thing about this move is sometimes we can get caught up going really fast, and the faster the staff goes, the more likely we are to lose control of it. If you're caught up in this and you want to slow the staff down, simply raise the arms with each rotation, and by raising the arms, you'll slow down the momentum. It's almost as if the center of the staff is walking down steps, and you're constantly creating a new step for the staff by placing the opposite hand or wrist underneath where the staff, or the center of the staff, is going to land. So for this last way to change the rolling direction of your staff, last way that we're covering in this video, because there's definitely more than 5, I like to think of this one as more of a horizontal plane pancake flip. So earlier we learned the vertical plane pancake flip, where it kind of, at least in moments, is vertical and then goes back to horizontal, vertical, horizontal. And this variation, it's going to stay more or less in a horizontal plane. So we'll flip the rotation, but keeping it something like that. And we do this in a few different ways. In my opinion, this is the most complicated of the variations that we're going to cover in this video. To keep this simple, we're going to stick with the right hand. And there's 2 ways to change the staff to roll towards you, and 2 ways to change the staff to roll away from you. The first way we'll cover, for the staff to go from rolling away from you to rolling towards you, the center point of the staff is going to travel along the outside of the top of the fingers and then come along the outside of the top of the wrist. It'll look something like this. As we're coming down the right arm with the right side of the staff, we're going to use our left hand to push that side of the staff and push the center point up onto the tops of the back of the fingers. Staff rolling away from us, flip, now it's rolling towards us. So now, if the staff is rolling towards us and we want to change it back to rolling away from us, like so, we're going to wait until the right arm or right hand is up in towards the chest, and then we're going to push the center of the staff up onto the backs of the pinky, backs of the fingers again, and it'll roll back along the outside of the top of the forearm, almost like a forearm roll if you've seen my forearm roll tutorial, and it'll return back to rolling away from you. Sorry, I know that gets a little wordy. Like I said, this is probably the most complex variation that we're going to cover. Pushing the staff to roll towards us. Then changing the staff to roll away from us. Towards, away. Towards, away. Now for the other part of this variation. Now the staff is going to travel along the inside of the right hand. That'll look something like this. This variation is going to be very similar as what we just went over, except, like I said, it'll be on the other side of the hand. So, again, we're sticking to the right arm just to keep things simple here. As the staff is coming down the right arm, as it would be in a chi roll, we're going to use the opposite hand to push the center of the staff onto the top of the index, middle finger, thumb side of the hand, and then it'll travel up the top of the inner right forearm, and now it's rolling towards you. And we simply reverse that to return the staff to rolling away from us. So now we have the staff rolling towards us, and we want to change it so that it's rolling away from us. Once that right hand is up in towards the chest, use the opposite arm to flip the center of the staff onto the inner right top of the arm, top of the hand, and then it'll roll down to the top of the index, middle finger side of the hand, and right back into a chi roll. So you can get a couple angles on that. As always, I greatly appreciate you guys watching, and if I left anything out, if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments or shoot me an email. I'd be happy to cover that. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next one.